Hi there, it's Chris Cantore with DelMarScene.com, and I'm sitting here with, well, a legend, the great living legend, Black Francis. Hello, Frank.
Hi, Chris.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice
Let
to
me
meet
start.
you.
It's just such an honor and a pleasure.
Oh,
it
thank
really
you.
is. This man has inspired everyone from Kurt Cobain to Tom York, and here you are in Del Mar playing the track.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I dig your shotgun microphone there.
You like that? It's very
Yeah.
Bob Barker-esque.
Yeah.
But you're okay with the mic?
I'm fine with the mic, and I'm fine with Del Mar. Never been to the track here, but my other friends of the musicians community said that's
Sure.
it's a fine gig.
It's a great gig, isn't it?
You should go play there. So we're very happy to be here. We've had a very pleasant day.
Are you actually betting on the horses?
I haven't had a chance yet here, but I've been, we've been talking about it. I've been giving people advice.
And what type of betting advice do you usually give people? Do you have techniques? Is it by jockey? Is it by the horse? By the name? How do you pick?
I tell people to go do I don't even know what they call it, the trot.
The trot.
Oh,
you watch it before in the circle. You watch the horses do their thing, and
watch
then
the horses.
And which one are you looking for? Someone who has some edge to them.
Someone that's peppy, but not too peppy.
Too peppy.
Someone that hasn't already kind of broken a sweat or whatever.
And has it worked for you, these techniques in the past, or actually betting, or not so much?
I don't gamble. I don't gamble a lot, but I used to go to the track. When I was a kid with my granddad.
So did I.
He used to go faithfully every day.
I didn't go every day, every weekend.
I didn't go every day either, but he went every day.
Okay.
So sometimes I would go with him.
Sure.
And so I have a lot of fond memories of hanging out at the racetrack with, all the old guys. You know?
For sure. All the vets, the grizzled vets. As far as the music is concerned, what are you doing these days? As far as your catalog, you're recording right now?
I'm always recording. I just got done working with Pete Yorn.
Oh, I love Pete.
On one of his records. And what else am I working on? I just finished a record with my wife, who's also a musician, and we got a project called Grand Duchy.
Oh, interesting.
And that record's coming out in the new year, so we're hoping to do a little touring. We have a large family as well, so we're trying to figure out how to coordinate all those logistics.
You have 5 kids, right?
Yeah.
Whew.
So we're trying to teach them how to play drums and stuff like that, so we can kind of just get them in the band. But they're not quite there yet. Some of them are pretty
You don't have
young.
the full Partridge Family bus set up yet?
Not yet, but we're
Not yet.
working towards that end.
I see. Now, as far as, and I have to ask this because especially several years ago when seeing the reunion out at Coachella and then at Lollapalooza, any word of the Pixies doing any shows again or recording again in the future, or is that something we're letting sit for a while?
Yeah, I mean, we did that reunion tour, and I think it lasted about, I think we basically toured off and on for about 3 years under that reunion banner.
Sure.
And so it seemed like we had kind of played everywhere and done it all, and so we needed to kind of just stop.
Right.
And go off and go back to our lives.
And you were doing something over in Europe in the beginning of the year that I wanted to hit quickly. Something went down, I think, was it in Ireland or over in London where you were staging these acoustic shows and they were shutting you down or something? Is there any story there?
I was doing a thing on that tour, a gag that I had constructed called a pre-core.
Okay.
It's sort of my lame word for an encore that occurs before
the
the show. I don't know.
I love it.
Dublin, I think about 1,000 people turned up at this thing.
Damn.
And when you start getting into crowds like that outside, they sort of attract more people who
Sure.
don't even know what's going on.
Just want to be part of it.
And so it was just this
Melee.
big. The police had to take me out of there and everything, and it was all very friendly.
Nice.
But the word was that I was arrested, but they really just wanted me to get out of there so that they could clear the traffic and everything.
I see. Okay, but the arrest, getting cuffed, thrown against the pavement, that side of the story, not true.
No. They didn't even know who I was. The police. They were like, I was in the car, and they're like, okay, we got the guy.
Some guy.
We're
Francis,
gonna drop him
Black.
off back at the club that he's working at.
Here in Del Mar, you got no problems. I can tell you that much. And I really do appreciate your time. It's such an honor and a treat. And we've been walking around the grounds, and I can tell you have a lot of fans out there who are so excited to see you tonight.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's a real pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being part of it.
Nice to see you.
Cool. Nice to see you as well.